On a bright Monday morning, something extremely strange happened at Giggletown Primary School. Normally, Monday mornings were boring. Kids yawned. Teachers sighed. Even the school bell sounded tired. But not today. Today, the school bell rang like this. H-A-H-A-H-A-A-A. Ting-tong H-E-E-H-E-E. Everyone froze. Tommy blinked. Lily dropped her sandwich. Max whispered, "Did the bell just laugh?" Before anyone could think, the bell rang again, louder, sillier, and shakier. The principal ran out of his office shouting, "Who is laughing without permission?" The bell replied, "Me? And I'm just getting started." A very funny problem begins. Suddenly, laughter burst out of the classrooms. Desks giggled. Chairs chuckled. Even the blackboard giggled so hard that chalk fell down like snow. Miss Grumpy, the strictest teacher in school, tried to shout, "Silence!" But instead, her voice came out as H-I-H-I-H-I-lence. She covered her mouth in shock. "Oh no," she said, laughing, "this is serious." Ha ha ha. The kids tried to understand. Tommy, Lily, and Max formed an emergency meeting behind the water cooler. Tommy said, "Okay, something is wrong. Even my shoelaces are laughing." His shoelaces giggled and untied themselves. Lily said, "Maybe someone tickled the school." Max said, "Or maybe, laughter escaped." "Escaped from where?" asked Tommy. Just then, a tiny voice came from Max's backpack. "From me." They slowly opened the bag. Inside was a tiny round creature, pink like bubblegum, bouncing and laughing non-stop. "Hello. I am Gigglotron," it shouted. "Clown face meet Gigglotron." Gigglotron laughed so hard that it rolled on the floor. "I live in the laugh control machine," it explained. But someone pressed the big red button. Tommy gasped. Lily screamed. Max asked the most important question. "Can you stop laughing?" Gigglotron laughed even harder. "Nope." Laughter goes completely crazy. Within minutes, the entire school turned into a laughing circus. The math teacher laughed so hard she wrote 2 + 2 = banana. The science lab bubbles giggled and floated away. The playground slide laughed and refused to let kids slide. The school clock laughed and spun backward. Even the school dog laughed and rolled into a trash can. Kids laughed. Teachers laughed. The principal laughed and danced on his desk yelling, "I never liked Mondays anyway." Face screaming in fear, the scary part, but still funny. Gigglotron suddenly stopped. Everyone gasped. Gigglotron said seriously, "If laughter doesn't go back soon, everyone will laugh forever." Tommy said, "Isn't that good?" Gigglotron shook his head. Too much of anything is trouble. Even laughter. Just then, the floor shook. A giant shadow appeared. From the school basement rose a huge creature made of homework papers, exams, and report cards. It roared, "I am the monster of too much fun." The monster slipped on a banana peel and fell. Everyone laughed. The monster stood up angrily and slipped again. The clever solution. Lily suddenly shouted, "Wait! Laughing won't fix this." Everyone tried to stop laughing. They failed. Max said between laughs, "We need balance." Tommy yelled, "Gigglotron! How do we fix this?" Gigglotron said, "You must mix laughter with kindness, calm, and thinking." So the kids tried something new. They took deep breaths. They helped teachers sit down. They hugged the scared monster. The monster sniffed. No one ever hugged me before, it said softly. It shrank, and turned into a teddy bear. Balloon the grand funny ending. Giggletron pressed a blue button. Laughter slowly returned to normal. The bell rang normally again. The school looked peaceful. Giggletron smiled. Remember, laugh, but don't lose control. With a loud pop, Giggletron vanished in a bubble. The principal stood up and said, "Well, that was the best Monday ever." Everyone agreed. Moral: laughter is wonderful, but balance makes life beautiful. Enjoy fun, but never forget kindness, calm, and care for others.